Do you ever wish that there were a way to know what to focus on now and what to leave for later? Astrology is such a great organizational tool because it shows you the order in which life is unfolding. Should you be studying something and then doing it, or learning by actually doing it first? I'm Panda Hershey, and I use astrology to coach entrepreneurs and their teams on how to best use their talents day to day and year to year to continually make progress in their businesses, no matter how life or their environment is changing. This week, with Venus in the last degrees of Virgo and heading into Libra, everyone is getting feedback on what they are doing right and what needs some work. But this is all about what you can do on your own. That's the Virgo part. As Venus moves into Libra, it is about inviting someone in to help you, who can bring out those parts of you that you can't do on your own. For J.D. Vance, this means getting feedback on his presence, his tools, and his resources down here in the second area of his life. And so this relates to who he is and the things that are attached to him or part of him, like getting his story straight. And then, as Venus moves into Libra, relying on one-to-one relationships to bring out the parts of him that he can't necessarily say about himself. This would be a good time for him to start calling in favors or to allow others to offer themselves as a resource for him. And with the Sun moving through the early degrees of Virgo, that feedback is telling him what he can do now to start getting things right. He can mindfully work on his words so that he eventually will have that story straight. And he has an opportunity to cultivate a fresh start on his words as the Sun moves over this Mercury-Chiron combination at 7 degrees. And this might be on about Thursday or Friday. And the one thing that he would want to be very careful about is not having many expectations about how it's going to go over. Because with this combination, he often has this pattern of saying words, but having what he intended to mean misunderstood. And with Mercury at 21 to 22 degrees of Leo and about to station direct, this is the time for him to be getting out in front of the crowd as much as possible. This is the perfect time for him to be getting people on the same page using his words here. And at 21 to 22 degrees, here he is being present, but also knowing exactly what people need to hear to get excited. Expect him to be able to be very good at that this week. So he has about 2 weeks to make the most of this Mercury in Leo energy before it crosses over his ascendant. So he should make the most of it. Then in September, as Mercury moves into Virgo, where the Sun and Libra are moving right through, he'll have the clarity on what it is he needs to be saying perfectly to get things right about who he is and what his tools and resources are. So, if you are ready to tap into astrology to organize your priorities and focus your efforts, just check out the caption below. And thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.